Kia ora i te whānau, would you just look at all this goodness? So I just had to jump on here to show you. So this is what Rochelle, and I'll pop her channel in the description below. This is what Rochelle and I do all the time. So we go halves and things. So this beautiful pile of lace, which is all antique, neither one of us could probably afford what it was going to cost as is, but to split it, it became a little bit more affordable. And what we do is, and I recommend, find someone close to you that you both have a joint interest in junk journaling, and you can strike up a friendship like we have. And honestly, she's like my sister now, and I've only known her for I think 6 months to a year. But strike up a swap, and every time we go to an op shop, we split pretty much whatever we got, and we show each other our finds, and do you want some of this, do you want some of this? Because when I get stuff from op shops, I'm probably not going to be able to use that one book, for example, for 10 journals. So why not take, a few signatures out, and I pop them in a box, and when that box is full of things that I've gathered, it goes off to her, and vice versa. We don't keep tabs or anything on how much goes or anything. We just split it. So let's get into this goodness. So first of all, this lace. All antique. The place we got it from, we know it's antique. We also know that none of it is coffee dyed. All of this goodness and colouring is just through age and the way it was made. And it's just, I just thought I had to share it with you. I mean, there's just so much goodness. I've already been through this box once, and honestly, I could go through this. This is my thing. Lace is my thing. And I thought I'll make a whole journal that only has this pile of lace in it, this antique lace, because then I know that it was all antique. And I can proudly say that. Obviously, I'm going to split this, and a whole heap of it is also going to go into my journal box, which you may have seen me explain on a different Happy Mail video. So I have a box all of my own, and whenever I buy ephemera and I think, oh gosh, how am I going to part with that? Yes, I do scan it as well. Look at that piece, would you? But I pop just enough so that I've got enough to put in my box for my journal when I do make myself one day. So when that box is full, I will put things from that box into a journal, and then I know I wouldn't sell it, because I know those are my one-offs that I kept for me. And I know a lot of people say, oh, I can't believe you sold that journal. Look at that butterfly. I would have kept it, but honestly, I find more joy in making them, unless they had stuff like this in it, or the little mementos and cards that I've got from people that I have put into that box, like Yvonne and Caroline and Rochelle. And then I know I won't sell it. I just couldn't, because it's too personal. But the ones that I do sell, they're just art. They're just my mindfulness place. I just love putting them together and having somebody else enjoy them. Isn't this just... If you're not drooling by now, we don't have the same addiction. And the fact that Rochelle managed to source this for us. Oh, Rochelle, I just can't say enough. And then all the other goodies that are in there as well. It's just so exciting. See, I mean, that piece, it's only big enough for my journal. So that piece there will go into my box as is. Whereas some of the other pieces that are a little bit larger, I will put into a separate little, look at that, separate little pile in its own special box that I can use. These were like knickerbockers or pantaloons, I think. They had a little waistband. Just gorgeous, gorgeous. And this is all as light as a feather. I would say this whole lot would be lucky to weigh 500 grams. It's just so delicate. So there is that pile of goodness. And then we've got all the other little bits that she got me. So she's gathered some awesome little crochet bits and trimmed them off so they're all ready to go into a journal. Isn't this sweet? That's just too cute. And she has this uncanny ability to find garments that have interesting laces and textures on them. And I just, when I go into, if you hear me say op shops, that's opportunity shops. So that's a thrift store, and that's what we call them in New Zealand. This is off a tablecloth, I think, as well. And she's unpicked that whole lot. Sitting by the TV. Vintage tablecloth, trim crochet. And I just, either I walk straight past those items and forget all about it, or there's just nothing that jumps out at me that's particularly lacy or got really pretty crochet or anything on it. I don't know if it's just the area. So these we decided to swap. Aren't they gorgeous? So the ones that I swapped with her have a bit more colour on them because that's her. Whereas these ones are just, I saw hers and I said, oh, do you want to do a swap? She said, I know you've got these albums, but this is what I've been doing with mine. And I looked at them and I was like, they're so my colours. Whereas, yeah, the ones that I sent to her have brighter colours through them. You may have seen that on her Happy Mail from me. And this is what I mean. This is why you need to do this. Find someone, either on, make sure it's, you know, within the same country, even the same state if you're in the USA, obviously, so that you can make sure your postage doesn't outweigh the cost of all your fines and things. I mean, look at these little goodies. But yeah, find someone reasonably enough close to you so that the postage makes sense, but far enough away that you're visiting different stores. I've got some pretty ribbon here, some satin blue, and some more. Now those are Christmas ribbons, but some of them just have stars on them, so that would be easy to use. And then that is going to be the easiest way. Sorry, I'm squirreling again. That is going to be the easiest way for you to build up your stash and have a really good, oh, isn't it cute? Have a really good variety. Oh, that could go into my journal that I'm making right now. And isn't this cute? Because that's the biggest thing I find with junk journaling, and a lot of people say, oh, how long did it take you to build up all your ephemera? And you have such a variety, but honestly, this is pretty much how I did it, as well as, I will, look at this myrtle turtle, it's so cute, as well as going on Sacred Momentos. She has some beautiful stuff. She's a live auction on YouTube, and she is in the USA, but because of the kind of history your country has versus our country, it is worth it for me to pay the postage to get it sent over, because we just don't have a history that goes that far back to get that kind of old stuff. What I love about Rochelle is this kind of stuff. She doesn't wait till she does like a children's journal theme, or a when we were young like I did. She just puts these cute little things all throughout her journal, and it just meshes together and it looks so cute. She's got such a beautiful eclectic style, and it all still goes together and makes a gorgeous journal. So if you haven't checked her out, make sure you do. Oh, that's great note paper. Always looking for some nice note paper just to stash in pockets for a little bit of a writing spot. That came off something that was wrapped up. Got a little embroidery New Zealand bookmark. Some more of that ribbon. This is cool. These, we both want to do a vintage recipe journal, and these are 100 years old recipe pages, and they are just stunning. she's doing hers currently while working on another journal. I haven't started mine yet, but just look at that. How cool will that be for pages in the journal? Love it. So spoilt. And even though we always send each other stuff, we both jump on here and go, oh, I'm so spoiled. Now this, she managed to get 2 of the same book. And she said, I'll send you one. And they've just got the most beautiful Victorian images in of bouquets. And when I was flipping through it, it smelt like a drawer liner, that talcum powdery drawer liner. And it says it's a scented souvenir. So I thought that was really neat. And this was a funny story. She went to her local op shop and they were having a sale, and she goes, oh yes, I'll take that. And the lady just looked at her like she was mad. But we all understand, don't we? Everyone watching this understands why this is just junk journal gold. And this beautiful, really old cover of this music, which is just absolutely beautiful. And I believe that is my little parcel all done. So yeah, thanks for joining me in this happy mail. And I know I usually say ka kite, that means goodbye in New Zealand Māori, but I am now going to say mā te wā. Mā te wā just means see you again, which is better than goodbye, because I will see you again. That's what I love about you guys. You stay and support me, and we share a lot here on YouTube. So until next time, love you guys as always. Mā te wā.